We have our Granny Apple Green cardstock, and I like to make vertical cards. So I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper and cut it in half vertically. And then you fold it in half and you get a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. This is going to be our background paper for the card. I had a lot of fun playing with the Full of Life Designer Series paper today. And we're going to use this also on the front. And I thought I had one cut for the inside, but I forgot to do that. So we'll do that right now. I'm going to cut it 4 by 5.25. Hi Lisa, I'm so glad that you're here and I'm glad you love those colors. I thought they were really a lot of fun. And so that's what we're using today. Okay. Also, I have some scrap of Designer Series paper. A scrap of Granny Apple Green cardstock we're going to use to die cut here in a little bit. And a scrap of white, because we're going to do some stamping and die cutting on that as well. So I think I want to start today by doing our stamping. Sorry, lost my mind for a minute there. We're going to stamp our mode of transportation on a little card. And I want to use the markering technique because I don't just want it to be just black. I did one in just black earlier today and I will show you, but it's more fun to me when you add extra colors, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, I'm going to outline the entire stamp, and in case you haven't figured it out, our mode of transportation is a spaceship. Has anybody been to Roswell and seen their really fun tourist attraction? There are aliens everywhere in that town. Okay, so use my black and outlined. Sometimes the little bit of the black, it's on my alien, so it looks like he's wearing a toupee, but that's okay. We're gonna make him green. And using Berry Burst to do the lights on the spaceship. Just want to give it a little pop-up color. I'm going to go back with my black and try to make sure all of the outline is got color on it. Okay, now when you marker something, You have to blow on your stamp to activate it. I know it sounds silly, but it really does make a difference. So, or huff actually is the term we use. It's not blowing like blow out a candle, but you'll see. And then stamp. And there's our cute little alien in a spaceship. Now I'm going to bring the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine over. And the special happening right now this month at Stampin' Up, it's 10% off all Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. And then an additional 10% off Stampin' Die bundles. You always get 10% off when you buy the bundle, which is the stamps and dies together. But right now, through Sunday night, it's an additional 10% off. All right, we are going to put our handy dandy little alien there. And I'm using a circle from the Stitched by Nature dies. And I'm going to run this through. Oh. I thought I was going to be a wild child today and take a risk and not put that down with washi tape, but I'm not going to. So there goes my washi tape. My handle falls off by many cut and emboss machines, but they don't all. And it's really easy to put back on if it does have to fall off. Okay. When you're removing washi tape, my recommendation is always to go slow and at an angle, and you'll be less likely to rip your paper. Okay, and then while we're die cutting, let's get our Granny Apple Green paper. But move my cards, you're getting a sneak peek of a little bit. And we're going to die cut the word adventure. Now this is from a retired die set, but I love it and thought it was really appropriate for this card, so we're using it anyway. Okay, and I think that is all the die cutting. So I put my machine back, and there is our word. I'll put the plates away. I have to keep things sort of cleaned up while I go, or I lose track of where everything is. Okay. Go ahead and take this out of here. Losing my mind where I put everything tonight, but I found it. Okay. clean off my stamp using my chamois. This is all you have to do is put water on this thing and your stamps come clean. It's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside of the card while I'm stamping, and we're going to stamp the fun spaceship in Granny Apple Green up toward the top of our stamp. And then done with that guy, I'm going to use black, I think, to put the sentiment on the inside. And I thought it was appropriate. I have the sentiment from the Adventure Awaits airplane set that says, "You always lift me up." Alright, and there we have the inside of the card done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue that inside to the inside of our card. And then we're going to start putting the front together. I'm going to need to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm using the paper piercer end. When you get your Take Your Pick tool, it comes with a putty end, and then on the other end you have this tool, which is a paper piercer and a spatula, and then two sizes of stylus. There are also other additional tools you can add to your collection, and we'll be using one of those in a little bit. It's on the other end of my Take Your Pick tool right now. I'm going to take my paper piercer, and we're just poking out all of the little middles of the letters that didn't naturally come out. And there's little bits of around the circle, of the decoration around the circle, that didn't come out either. Okay, that's all the paper piercing I need to do. So I'll switch it over to the ladle, or the spatula, sorry. I keep calling it the wrong thing. And I'm going to take my adhesive paper that I put on the back of my cardstock, so I don't have to mess with glue to try to get this thing down off the back of here. It's not simple, but it's a whole lot easier and cleaner than trying to get glue on the back of a pretty detailed jacket. Alright, there we go. It started, and then I just pull. Okay, that is the first thing I'm going to put down on this page is the word adventure. Alright, there we have it. Much easier than trying to figure out how to glue that. Now, I'm going to grab a glue dot and put it on the tip of my triangle. This is what we are using to represent the ray beams or whatever coming out of the UFO to pick up its prey. Just gonna put it there, and we are going to attach our alien spaceship with a couple of dimensionals to pop it up just a little bit. Make sure we put, I'm sorry, I always run out of the camera view. I'll try to stay over here. And then we put that on there. And now we're going to do the extra fun part. We're going to use the rotating perforating wheel to cut the front of our page, and then you can either lift it up so that whoever uses the card to knows it already, or you can tell them about it. But here we go. We're just going to run the wheel down the edge of the vellum on both sides. Okay, that is the hardest part of that process. Now we're going to stamp a secret that's going to be hiding under our ray beam. We're going to be stamping the word hello. And I think we'll do it in black. Yeah, because Granny Apple Green does not stamp as dark as I would like it to. So we're just going to put down hello. Then we will put glue on the back of the adventure actually going to fold these a little bit just so that I know where they are and I don't put glue on them. Going to put glue at the very top and glue on the sides. And then we're going to glue our two pieces together. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. It is easier to open before you put it on the card front. And then we're going to glue it on our card front. Alright, here is our finished card. And you open it up to the secret hello. And then open it up and it said, "You always lift me up."